expect to see some rain about 10 to 15 minutes from now.
Whenever he turns up, he's always guaranteed points. So maybe I'm a bit harsh to say he's losing that point streak, but impressive run from Jason. Shame to see I'm not here tonight. But yeah, I'm sure he'll be back soon. But yeah, this is going to be a fantastic race. I'm excited to see what Pinecone and Mursell can do on those Hypersofts. But surely, Justin, they're going to be a mobile chicane at the very, very quickly. So it's all about whether Evo, Surprise, Leopard and Joe can negotiate the traffic as quick as they can, and that could decide the winner.
Here we go with the wobbliest camera for the start of the Singapore Grand Prix, round 15 of season 16, and we're away.
To the lead, but I'm really interested to know, Justin, why those ultra soft burners of P1R Brown and Matthew went to a game and wasn't on them, but I want to know why they come in so early.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe they might be expecting some rain later on, perhaps. Maybe. I'm only speculating, we don't know. But that could be possible though. Why come in so soon? Doesn't make sense. So I'm speculating. I want to know what the people watching think. Do you think that would be a fair shout? As Alonso gets ever closer to the back of T-Vodka shot down into turn one. He's not close enough on this occasion. but he is getting close. And Vodka under all that pressure, picking up a 3-second time penalty, and those ultra-softs are also starting to struggle. And Alonso is looking really strong at the moment. A poor qualifying, it might have been a deliberate ploy in qualifying. He might have watched that PS4 race, and he is on a charge as the Sauber F1 Esports driver. He's going down the inside, down at the braking zone of turn 6, and he is through up into P4. Alonso on a charge, Justin.
Yeah, I don't know if you watched the PS4 race, but I'll tell you what I do know. His brother watched the PS4 race, because I saw Sally in the chat when I was watching the PS4 race. I saw his brother in there, so he may have told him what the winning strategy was on the PlayStation platform, and he may have used that information to inform his choices in qualifying. And we saw him retire. We don't know what led up to it. You know, we don't know if he crashed or if he just, you know, if this was just the plan all along. But he does move himself past Vodka Shot up into P4, and still yet to pit, of course, as have the rest of the top 5 yet to pit. Langman was into pits as well too. Oh no, Langman actually I think dropped out or something, because yeah, he has not done any laps. I'm not sure exactly what happened with the other Force India, but it is definitely not a great day for the Force Indias out there with OMG It's Joe in the final points paying position. Langman already out, it would seem, but Valache Alonso just about pulling that 1 second gap to Vodka Shot. I think Vodka Shot's just about going to get a whiff of that DRS. He does indeed, and that will bring him just a few hundredths closer.
And there you go. Alonso rejoins the track, and this is where he really will start to put the foot down. He's 16 seconds away from CRG Evo in the lead. He's around 10 seconds away from Leopard in P2. Where are we predicting? I want to know from you guys in the comments. What do you think? How far up the order can Valache Alonso get? Justin, my first question is to ask you. I'm saying second.
Yeah, I agree with that completely. I think second is very likely, and I'm actually really, really excited for this charge. Interestingly, though, the first victim, the first man on his hit list is going to be Morso, and Morso is picking up the slipstream and the DRS off of MVP 0. So potentially this first overtake out of what we assume will be several could potentially be the most difficult. He's so quick, carrying so much more speed through that left-handed hairpin after the bridge, but he's not going to have enough speed at the exit of the corner to make a dive bomb into the next right-hander. So he will stay behind in 7th position for the meantime. But we are definitely going to keep our eyes firmly fixed on Valache Alonso in that Alfa Romeo as he gets into Sector 3 now, following very closely to the back of that Renault. I can only imagine how frustrating it is for him as Evo sets the fastest lap. It's got to be extremely frustrating for Alonso, though he's about a car length away from the back of that Renault. Surely he's going to get him into turn 1, I think, as he's going to pick up an immense amount of speed through these final couple of corners. And there it is, DRS is open. The Renault defends the inside line. Alonso swoops back over to the right-hand side of the circuit, and he is going to swoop around the outside of turn 1, already up 1 position in less than a lap. So the charge has begun very much officially here. And in fact, he may even get MVP 0. He's got an incredible amount of speed through the right-hander. He's got the DRS open. I think he's going to be a little too far back, which means, unfortunately for him, he's probably going to have to spend most of this lap behind another soft runner with very old tires. He does run a bit wide at the exit of that corner, but I don't think he picked up any sort of warning or anything like that. But yeah, you can see he's already losing time behind 0.
Losing time, he's not catching him at the ideal moment of the circuit, but if he can clear these guys as quickly as possible, we could be in for some finish to this race. He's up to P6, reading the chat, listening to what the others think. We've got second, we've got third, a few people saying fourth. There you go, that's the kind of rough idea of what everyone else is saying. Not sure what his race engineer, his brother, thinks, but I think P2. You agree, Justin, on P2? Valache Alonso, he's still stuck behind 0. He's not making the inroads he would have liked at the moment because he's not catching them at the ideal part of the racetrack. So lap 23 out of 31. Driver of the day pole is open, but here comes Alonso. Oh! Up the inside as they go along the Marina Bay section of the track. He's up into P5, and everyone in that huge grandstand that they drive under is on their feet. It's P5 now for Valache Alonso. He's 15.6 off the lead. That's roughly where he was when he came out the pits, but now he's got some clean air to work in.
You can see the huge chunks of time that Alonso is just taking out of P1R. It's already 7/10 he's found just in this 24th lap. Incredible stuff from the Alfa Romeo driver, and he just continues to eat into that gap between himself and the Williams up ahead. He's already within that 3 seconds. He's already effectively into that 4th place position, missing his apex ever so slightly. I don't think it's going to lose him too much time, though. Good exit out of that hairpin is going to see him pull even closer. He's almost within 2 seconds now. In fact, yeah, he is. It's about 1.2 seconds or so that he's gained onto the back of P1R Brown now. Incredible charge we're seeing from the AOR veteran Valache Alonso, of course, being coached on by his brother and longtime rival as well. I imagine he's very glad not just to have Solly helping him with the race strategy, but also that he doesn't have to race against him as well too, as just huge amounts of time. Look at that, he's now 1.2 seconds behind P1R Brown. He might actually get DRS on Raffles Boulevard here.
He ain't taking bites out of him, he ain't taking chunks out of him, he's taking lumps out of him at the moment. This is incredible, the speed that Valache Alonso has got. He's 13.6 off the lead, 2 seconds out of the leader on that last lap. Due to the cars he's having to overtake, he's not going to get to Evo, but surely he'll get to Leopard. Here comes Valache Alonso then, going down Raffles Boulevard once again. He's going to catch him where he doesn't want to catch him. At the end of this straight, he's going to have to start going aggressive. He's going to have to go hell for leather, Justin, if he wants to get up towards the front. He needs to go and make moves in places you wouldn't usually make them. Will he try and do it? We're surprised did it to Evo earlier on the Grand Prix at the Singapore Slang. It doesn't look like it. He ain't going to be close enough. It's going to be all about down that Esplanade Bridge in a few moments' time at the end of that second sector. That's his next best opportunity. He's losing time, stuck behind P1R Brown. He might even have a look here. Yes, he is! Through the Anderson Bridge, and up he goes into P4, not messing about. Next up, Valache Surprise on the radar. He's flying!
This is incredible stuff, but now he's got a real challenge on his hand because, of course, Surprise is one of the race winners here and one of the championship contenders as well, second in the points as it stands currently. So will it be as easy for Alonso to get past Surprise as it was for him to get past MVP 0 P1R Brown? We'll have to wait and see. So he is going to be that little bit more difficult to overtake for Alonso. But I mean, none of Alonso's overtakes have actually been at the end of Raffles Boulevard. So I don't think that's actually going to dissuade him in any way whatsoever. I think he's going to be looking at alternative routes to try and get past Surprise here. And he's now got that down to less than 6/10. Surprise also closing in on the back of Leopard. Leopard with those older tires, worth noting. He's got 3-lap older tires compared to Surprise. He did build a nice solid gap, and it was looking like an easy Ferrari 1-2 for a little bit there, and it might still be a Ferrari 1-2 come the end of this race. However, things have really tightened up in the battle for second here.
They really have. I tell you what, Surprise being in Leopard's DRS could save him from being overtaken. It might keep Leopard in second place because it's making things much tougher for Alonso. And Alonso, he still has a pace advantage over these guys, but he's not catching them hand over fist the way he was earlier on.
No.
The Ultra Softs and the Hypers, they do die much quicker than the soft compound tyre, but you still fancy Alonso to make a move somewhere. We're now on the penultimate lap though, so he's running out of time. If he is going to do it, you feel he needs to pass Surprise on this very lap. It might be a good tactic for Leopard to make sure he keeps Surprise within that DRS zone. He doesn't want to release Alonso as they begin lap 30 out of 31. The Ferrari, the Mercedes and the Sauber. Surprise holding on at the moment in P3. Is Alonso going to be close enough as they go through turns 4 and 5? He looks very close and he's letting him go. He's letting him go. Is he letting him go? I thought he did. It looked like it. Now, why did he do that? Because of the 3-second time penalty, perhaps. So he's going to allow Alonso to go chasing after Leopard, and Leopard will not be pleased about that one bit, will he, Justin?
That's a very interesting choice there. I wonder if he's hoping that Alonso might kill Leopard's tires even quicker, and then that'll move Surprise ahead of Leopard. But I mean, that won't have any effect on Surprise's final points tally. So that's an interesting one. Maybe he just wanted to avoid contact with Alonso because again, Alonso is on a charge and desperate. And let's see if he's desperate enough to make a move into turn 14. No, he's a couple of car lengths back as they get into the braking zone, not able to make anything happen there. But Alonso very, very close to the back of the Ferrari as they make their way into Sector 3 now on the penultimate lap. And we'll see if he can make anything happen at the end of Raffles Boulevard or indeed somewhere else on the circuit. I thought I saw spits of rain for a second there.
Is
it?
It is.
Okay, I wasn't sure if that was just my old eyes playing tricks on me, but yeah, it is actually spitting with rain for the final lap of this race. In case it wasn't tense enough, it's not very tense for the lead of the race, I'll give you guys that. But for second position here, this is very, very tight, and this precipitation is just going to make things that little bit more interesting. And actually, I think this might play into the hands of Alonso here. I think he might actually breeze past Leopard potentially.
Surprise moving aside is going to make this a little bit easier for Alonso. Leopard, though, he's got a reasonable run. He might be able to hold on if he can defend, but look at the overspeed. Here comes the Sauber down the outside to complete the perfect comeback. He sweeps round the outside, and from the back, he goes up into P2. We called it, Justin. We predicted P2, and that's exactly where he's ended up, right round the outside of Leopard on the final lap. As it begins to drop with rain here in Singapore, he's made the move, and I think that pretty much seals his place as driver of the day. Lovely stuff. Leopard could do nothing, and there goes that Ferrari 1-2.
But there is your podium, the double Ferrari podium. 2 Ferraris on the podium, TRL Limitless cheering them on, and Evo claims another win here in Apex Online Racing Hype Energy F1 League on the Xbox platform in Season 16. He sprays his teammate. There's Arriva Bene. He's going to be gone for next season, unfortunately. Maybe Limitless can take over as the team principal, but that was a heck of a race. Again, as I said before, I was a little worried at the start, I'm not going to lie, but go ahead and talk us through the final results here.
There it is, the final results of the Singapore Grand Prix, round number 15 of the season. It's CRG Evo winning in the end by 9 seconds to Veloci Alonso in second. And what a comeback it was from the back of the grid from him. Those soft tyres really worked well. LCR Leopard coming home in third, a strong podium finish for him.